Dave and Shane are brilliant. They're two physios, obviously at the very top of their game. They're always there to support you when you need them, and they both had to start somewhere too. So it's nice to see they can completely understand where you're coming from with your clients and some of the difficulties and challenges that you're facing. So they're just two guys that are really cool, good to talk to, and always have that little bit of voice that whatever you need, they're there for you.
So with Dave and Shane on the course, they're actually very normal like myself. You think they do have the background experience, they've years of it, but they can also simplify the terminology, the explanations to a lower level for people that are coming in at a new level, and it's so easy to pick up. They're there, they answer your calls. They don't have a PA or someone that emails you back. They actually talk to you themselves one-to-one, or you can make a phone call, Facebook. It's them themselves that'll come back to you. They're normal people. They come from the same streets as us, same neighbourhoods, and they're just down to earth. They're all in the same game as us with sports-wise, with people, elderly people, and dealing with the same stuff. So
yeah. So what I like about Shane and Dave is that the way they are teaching is they're taking out the kind of no-nonsense stuff, making it really kind of straightforward and simple, so that when you're doing it, you're confident in what you're doing with them.
Okay, what I like about Dave and Shane is that, first of all, they're thorough professionals. They go the extra step to make sure that you understand what's going on. They don't let you skip steps. They're more than teachers, they're coaches, they're managers. They work on the little things, and the little things that are important. They're very inclusive. They make you feel so welcome. They make you feel that you deserve to be where you are. And it's just great to be working with such great professionals. It's no other word for it.
What I like about Dave and Shane, and this goes into general life with people that have a lot of experience before, working in the Defence Forces and meeting a lot of new people and different people and people with different expertise. But what I found is mostly the people that don't know what they're doing are very condescending and talk down to you a lot. People who are really relaxed and know exactly what they're about are much more down to earth. And I find the guys here down to earth. They're not afraid if they're wrong in clinic or in teaching something, they'll take a step back and they'll reassess. They're never afraid to really progress, and they'll take people's advice even from students, because they've known students have a lot of experience as well. So they're always learning, which is good. They don't pretend to know it all. They're excellent people to learn from.
Okay, the best thing about having Dave and Shane on the mentorship and on the videos is the simplicity with which they teach things to you. They speak in our terms, they don't overcomplicate anything, and they just make everything so simple for us to deal with, and so simple basically, yeah.
Both Dave and Shane are really easygoing, so you don't feel that there's anything you couldn't ask. So I'd ask loads of questions. I feel like I'm doing their heads in all the time, but more than happy to answer your questions. No question has ever been seen to be a stupid question. It's just, they're just great. You feel like you've got the support there. So yeah, they're genuinely lovely guys. They give their time. I'm amazed just how busy they are in clinic and with the mentorship. You never get the impression that that you're putting them out. You always feel like you can come to them, ask them a question. So how they give their time to us, I think, is amazing.
Definitely, when I heard Dave before talking about to kind of find out exactly why people come to you, not so much just the injury or just the pain. There's a lot more going on too. People want to get back, really for a specific reason. They get rid of pain is a big thing, but really get back to what they love doing. And Dave is very focused on that from the start, and I think that's very, very helpful, because it gets, the person very clear that this is the plan, and I really like that about it. And you know, Shane and Dave, they're very good at demonstrating the techniques and everything, which in turn they're absolutely brilliant. So
what I like about Dave and Shane is just they're so comfortable. It's so easy to be around them. You know, Dave is such a huge profile at the moment with all the sports and professional athletes he's dealing with, but yet when he walks into the room, he just comes over chatting to you like as if you know him all your life, even talking to him on the phone. The first time I ever spoke to him, it was just, you know, he's a really down-to-earth guy, but his knowledge is massive. And Shane, you can see Shane is just right up there with him at the moment, and I'm sure Shane has a massive future in the game as well.
I think Dave and Shane, I think it's great to have the two because they both have slightly different styles about them. I think they're both really knowledgeable, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. And they are very good at breaking things down. Shane, I think, is particularly, say this during the refresher course, his hands-on are just amazing. You're just looking at the way he kind of approaches it, and his body positions I think have been really good to learn from. I think Dave just has amazing knowledge, and I think that's the big thing I've gotten for him. But he's got a way of being able to break it down really easily to make it make sense to the clinical element, which I think is key. Because often you go to a course, you do a program, and yeah, they're great, they give you loads of theory, and then you kind of go at the end of it, you're like, well, that's great, now what do I do with it? Whereas I think we get that theory, and then it's, okay, this is what you do with it, and this is what it means in a practical perspective. And I think that is the biggest thing that both of them give.